What is going on, everybody? It's Jamie and welcome to the channel Thrift-Onfire. Today's going to be an order pull video. I was out in the shed pulling orders early this morning. Since then we've got some snowfall, which you can see I just sort of cleared the laneway out a little bit here. You know, you can see behind me I've got a path going. It seems to be non-stop. This is actually the most snow I think we've had in this part of Ontario in quite a few years. But I still had to go up to London today. You'll see me pull orders, and then I wound up taking them up and dropping them off at Stallion Express. I went to the Goodwill bins for a little bit today, picked up some clothing essentially to list online here in the next few days, and business as usual. But today, like I said, is going to be order pulling, so let's pull some orders. Sold a baseball card on eBay. Galarraga. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that exactly. Normally, so this is 23 of 50. Normally that's a super good thing, but in this case, it's just okay. Had it listed for $24.99. Even though it is a limited card, this one I listed it for $24 and we accepted an offer on this one here. 2021, clearly Topps Authentic. I think 20 bucks I got for this one. Not too bad really. But it looks like, when you're looking at it, it's cool because it's, it's a clear card. It's a limited run, 23 of 50. It's just it adds up and you think, hey, this is probably good. It's an auto card. I don't know. For whatever reason, this one's not. 20 bucks USD. We sold a controller on eBay. Now you just see me sell the Super Nintendo, I think in the last video or maybe the video before. But I think it was the last video. This is the controller I tested the system out with. So I had a complete system. I just decided to sell it separately. And I sold all the games separately as well. $15 plus shipping on the controller here. It should be in the video game bin. So 15 US, not too bad. Sold really quickly as well. I don't know. I guess I could have sold them all together. I think part of the reason why I didn't is because it's right here. Probably just throw this one most likely in a bubble mailer. Most likely the reason why I separated them is because I'm still trying to get 10 listings up every day, so it just gives me an opportunity to have an extra listing up. Other than that, I don't think it's really a big deal whatsoever. Put this bin back in a minute. But yeah, pretty quick flip, 15 bucks USD plus shipping. Let's get this guy out. We sold a couple of video discs. I'm just going to take a look to make sure I get the prices right. So Walt Disney Tron sold for $18.54 USD. That was an offer. It was probably listed around 20. And then I also took an offer on Blade Runner for $18. They are different people, even though they sold back to back as I'm falling out of my slippers here. Yeah, so we're gonna be looking for Tron. Oh, there's Blade Runner. That's easy. So Blade Runner has a little bit of writing on it. Other than that, I just cleaned up the edges. You can't really clean up that part too much. Same thing. The graphics pretty nice. And Tron, let's see, we're this far down. Tron was what? The one that we got a little bit more for Tron. Let's see. I'm gonna have to just set this down. Flip it around here. As it's gonna get, these things are surprisingly heavy. Okay, how far down are you, Tron? Oops, try not to damage anything here is the big thing. All right, so we finally did get it out. There it is, Tron. Let's take a look at the condition on this one. So it is going out to different buyers. This one, no writing on the front. I did remove a sticker right there, which you can kind of just see a little bit. They're not in the best shape ever, but these are from the 80s for sure. So they're not too bad either. I think people, for the most part, I believe people probably display these things as the video itself is okay at best. But yeah, happy to get 2 of these sold. So we got a bunch listed. I'll have to fix this one. Bunch here listed, so hopefully we sell a bunch more. Sold another Funko Pop on eBay here. I originally had this listed for $24. It was on sale for $21.60 due to the 10% off sale. Somebody offered me 20, and of course $20, so that's absolutely fine. 20 USD for this creeper. I paid what was it? Were they $6 bucks, something like that, on 50% off day? So we paid about $3 or something. $3 and change roughly. Flipping that into a quick 20 USD. I'm not mad about that. Minecraft creeper pop. I was gonna throw it in my booth, and then like I said, when I picked them up, I didn't comp any of these. I'm just like, I could probably sell these in my antique booth. Even though they're not antiques, they're more flea market-y for sure. I figured I could get 10 bucks out of them easy, maybe more out of some of them. And that's surprised how much they're worth, which is why you see so many of them on my store now. I think only 3 made it to my booth. But this one, quick sale, 20 bucks USD. We sold a torrid dress on eBay. So it's a torrid tie-dye, lightweight, French terry off-the-shoulder dress. That's what I called it. Had it listed for $17, accepted $15.30 on eBay. That was, I'm sure, the 10% off, or the 10%, yeah, 10% off sale in effect. This was my wife's. She had it for, I don't know, she wore it maybe a couple times on vacation. I saved this from her donation pile. For whatever reason, she seems to think it's supposed to be in here. Let's see how far down we have to go. She seems to think that nobody would want this. And I'm like, you know, you source torrid at the store. Sometimes she'll thrift it herself. She'll wear it. And then when she's, you know, turning over her closet, she's not interested in selling online. So she's just thinking, well, I'm going to donate it. But she rarely throws it towards me. She just throws it in a bag and says, hey, you can look through all my stuff and see if there's anything you can find. I'm okay with that. Sold pretty quickly too. I think maybe within a week or two. I'm sure the 10% off helps with that as well, but let's get this guy out. We had a repeat buyer again on a couple of Maple Leaf Centennial cards. I'll just go right in here. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Peter Inak, something like that. I'll throw the listing up. I'm standing in the direct light there. Sorry about that. I'll throw that listing up. I think that one I accepted $20. That was a pretty good offer. I think it was listed closer to $30. I've been giving this guy pretty good deals. And then Connor Brown. This one we got 18. It was listed for like 22. Once again, he didn't ask for combined shipping, but he did make a pretty big discounted offer, especially on this guy right there. He also made like a 50% off offer on like an $80 card. That's the only, I mentioned this before, and not to sound ungrateful for sales, but it's just one of those things where this guy's a repeat buyer, and I like to give discounts and deals, but then when you're starting to ask for like 50% off of stuff and whatever, that kind of gets annoying, because yes, I want to continue to sell to this person for a reasonable amount of money, but when people are asking for unreasonable amounts, you know, even if you have bought in the past, it doesn't entitle you to necessarily 50% off of an expensive item. I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I complaining about nothing? I am happy about the sales. I am giving this guy a pretty good deal on both of these cards still. But am I wrong to say I don't think that really merits like 50% off of a really expensive item just because you've bought all these other items? Let me know in the comments below, and we're going to ship this guy out. Another video disc sale on eBay, and I cheated a little bit on this one. I'll show you what I mean. Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back was listed for $24. 10% off puts us at $21.60. I pre-pulled it out of this pile when I was in there last time and threw it on the top. So this one here is in really nice condition. There is some writing on it right there, which, you know, I took a close-up picture of it, and the description also mentioned that as well. The back, it's got a little bit of spots and stuff, but it's a really cool one. I'm sure someone will be happy to get The Empire Strikes Back on CED, and we're gonna get this guy out here. We sold a book on eBay, which I don't sell a lot of books. This is an Elvis book, Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love. Had it listed, well, originally it was listed, I should say, for $35 USD. It was on a 10% off sale for $31.50. Somebody offered me $25 USD. I decided to take it. I paid $3.50 at Goodwill. You know, I do think this probably would have sold, you know, if I wanted to hang on to it forever, probably for the $30 and change, no problem. It's in really great condition. But, you know, somebody with a $25 offer was there, and I said, sure, I'll sell it. I don't pick up a lot of books. Like I said, it is pretty heavy, so I'm a little concerned about how much it's going to cost to ship. How much did I charge for shipping on this one? Should have been shoe rates, which is about $6.60 USD. I'll let you know. I'm going to ship it right now. I'll let you know how much it actually did cost to get this guy out. All right, so we got it all packaged up here. I got it on the scale. It weighs 4 pounds, almost 14 ounces, so we went 414. There's the dimensions. It looks like US economy for $11 Canadian. That's probably my best bet. So I'm charging like $690 or something like that US, which is about $9. So it's going to cost me about $2 to get this guy out of here, but not too bad. It's not going to really eat into the profit or anything like that, so happy about that. Wasn't sure because I knew it was going to be a little heavier, like I said, for almost 5 pounds. Sold a hat on eBay. I picked this up just last week at the Goodwill bins. CTV Sports, I'll show you. It's really cool. It's kind of embroidered. It's a strap back style hat. Had it listed for $15.60, which is, you know, I had it listed for $17 and it was on that 10% off sale, which is, you know, constantly happening to me. Listing items and they're on sale, but that's okay because we have the actual categories are what's on sale in my store right now. But yeah, there it is right there, embroidered, really cool. Like I said, from the Goodwill bins, pretty clean. I gave it just a quick like lint roll and a wipe down, nothing too serious. Got it listed. Would have I liked to get a little more money? Sure. Am I happy with a quick $14 USD flip on this hat? Absolutely. And let's get it out of here. Thought we'd take a little break from order pulling. I wanted to tell you about something. So I listed these 3 jerseys, brand new with tags. I got from the sports store in Niagara Falls where I got all the hockey jerseys, all that stuff, right? Okay. So this one is a Chile jersey. I paid $30. These are all women's jerseys as well, 30 bucks. It's worth about 50, maybe $50 US, something like that. I think this is a Switzerland jersey or something. Same thing. And then this one, for some reason, I got a VERO strike for, okay? I haven't had one in a really long time. I was able to message, or first of all, I went on eBay and I convinced the chat bot to call me. Somebody did call me eventually. It took about 15 minutes. And I said, hey, listen, I just listed this jersey. It got a VERO strike. I asked why. They couldn't tell me why. If they couldn't tell me if it was like AI pulling it down or a person, they don't have any information on why I got a VERO strike, which is crazy in my opinion. So I said, hey, listen, I have a receipt for this. I can give you the receipt where I purchased it from. I can also show you the little tag inside that just authenticates the jersey. And the guy said, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all. Just fill out the form. So you can go into eBay and there's like a place under, I'll try to take a screenshot of where you go, or maybe I'll take a little video and throw it up as I'm talking now. So you go in there and essentially you can upload photos. So I uploaded my receipt. I uploaded the little Adidas tag up there. And then more than anything, I want the VERO to be taken off of my account. Will I relist this on eBay? I don't know, because there's something about this one that is a problem, right? Where I have all these other jerseys, lots of them are brand new with tags, Fanatics, some are Adidas, some are Nike, some are used, but I haven't really had too many issues with the VEROs on jerseys. So if you do have a VERO, you do have some proof of where you purchased it from, like I do with the receipts, or you can prove like with the tag or something, it's worth trying to get it removed, because I don't really want that strike on my account, especially when I know I can prove that it's a legitimate jersey. I just said I'd throw that out there because sometimes people say they get a VERO and they're like, they don't know what to do. Well, if you can prove that it's real in some way, or if that's whatever you're selling is authentic, definitely do that to get the VERO taken off of the account, because it's not super negative. If you get a whole bunch of them, it can affect your account. I don't think one is that big of a deal, but if you're able to remove it, definitely remove it, because it'll cause problems potentially down the road. Anyway, moving on over to Poshmark.com. We sold a North Face zip up for $24 USD. Okay, I had a hard time finding this. I was looking down the rack here, couldn't find it. Decided to dig around in these bins, found it in this bin eventually. It's right here. I've had this one a little while, or at least I think I do. I can't remember where I got it. Typically stuff like this, the Goodwill bins, but I'm not really sure, so I don't really want to say for sure. Maybe you guys remember this from a video. I do not, but typically in my Goodwill anyway, they're worth around $8. So if I paid $8 Canadian, so be it. But most likely picked up at the Goodwill bins for much, much less and sold for $24 USD on Poshmark.com. Another Poshmark.com sale and another sweater or hoodie. Okay, this is a Canada Hudson Bay, like warm-up sweater, jacket, shacket, whatever you want to call it. Should be right here. Yeah, Olympics. I love finding these at the bins because nobody seems to like them or pick them up. Any of the Hudson Bay stuff, Hudson Bay Company, as you can see in there, there's the Hudson Bay Olympic tag. Hard to show with one hand. It always sells for decent money, around $30. In this case, $26 USD, which is going to be over 30 Canadian. I don't know. I don't love picking this stuff up at typical thrift stores for $8 to $10, but at the Goodwill bins, when nobody even wants them, it just seems like free money. I always pick them up, and they always sell pretty quickly. Another Poshmark order going out here, and another sweater, $38 USD for this Made in USA Miami Dolphins 90s crew neck. Found this at my local Goodwill. This was the only thing I think I found the day that I went before 50% off my 50% off sale, just to kind of scout around, and I found this just sitting there. Obviously paid full price for me. There's the made in US tag there. Full price for me, around $8, $7 and change, but I knew it would sell quick. You know, $38 USD on this guy. Not too bad at all. A really, really nice crew neck, and we're gonna get this guy out of here. Sold a pair of Kohans. This might be the end of an era here. $60 USD for these, or sorry, Canadian for these ones. Forgot we're on Poshmark.ca now. Should have mentioned that as well. 60 Canadian for these. You see me sell a ton of these the middle of last year into Christmas, into now this year, but this is the final pair I have of these. Brand new, without box, $60 Canadian. That is a deal for somebody. I don't have any more of those left. I got them at a liquidation store. I went back when somebody else took over the store, bought a whole bunch more from them as well. I've now not been able to get any more. I'm pretty sure they did come from Costco at some point, but yeah, Grand Zeros, let's get them out of here. Sold a TNA bag on Poshmark.ca. This one, $34 USD. I think I paid about $6 at my local Goodwill. It's up here. I didn't put this one in the bag because I didn't want to squish or like compromise the just the shape of this thing. I didn't want to screw it all up, essentially. I'm gonna get it in a little box, and we're gonna get this guy out of here. I figured we could end this one where we started, right out here in the nice cold Canadian weather. If you guys do like videos like this one, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you guys soon.